Maybe it's because I don't wear tights in practice. I don't know. We see. No, I'm
It might be the fit of the shirt. I don't know, but you do. You look leaner this year.
Thank you, appreciate it, man. I'm paid off. So.
What have you seen out of the freshmen?
A lot, man. Isaiah's a really, really good defender and rebounder who can be very physical. Obviously, as a freshman, it's always hard with everything going on. School, new surroundings, and then the Coach B's offense, which is not easy to pick up. But Zay's doing a great job communicating. Eli's doing a tremendous job in the point guard position. Just played very smart and picking up all the systems, even though he's a freshman. And Jordan Poole is a very, very confident player where you don't really have to tell him to shoot the ball. So it's a great group of guys, and they're very happy to have him.
Picking up Beileins' offense, do you feel like is it more of a athletic ability, or is it more of a, do you need more mental aptitude? What helps you more? I mean, yeah, you could be good, you could be athletic, but do you feel like picking up John's offense, it's more of a mental thing?
It's a lot of detailed work, a lot of reps. In that sense, it's athletic ability because you got to really go in the gym and practice it. You can't just watch it on film, but it's a lot of film watching too. All these type of things. Coach B has a lot of methods to teach it, and we all do that stuff every day. And that's why that offense is so efficient, because we spend a lot of time on it. So you gotta listen and work on it.
You guys really got rolling last year when you and Derek especially took off in the two-man game. I mean, you had played a lot together, though. How replicable is that with a first-year point guard or a freshman or a second-year guy?
That's a good question, but we'll see how that's going to work out. I don't want to talk about how it's going to work out too much because I don't know. We practice on it every day, but we're into the season for 16 practices, I think, and that's not even half. That's not even a quarter of it. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but we'll probably see in 2 weeks. And I'm very confident in our point guards. They're very competitive and working every day, working their tail off. So we're gonna find a way.
I mean, like by the end of last year, were you two you just knew where the other one was going to do between you and Derek, like whether you were going to slip or whether you were going to pop or whatever it might have been?
It was funny because he came down to campus for a football game a couple weeks ago, and we worked out together, and it was weird because it's so natural. Like, man, we've been doing this for 2 years now. Like, you know exactly what the other one is going to do. So it just feels so familiar. But that's how basketball works, man. That's how college basketball is. Next season there's going to be someone else. So. You just got to be ready for it, and I mean it's complicated, but it's not math. It's playing. It's literally playing a game. So if you have fun with it, it will work out.
And especially the last 2 years, once Karras went down, every late shot clock situation, it was always Zach or Derek either shooting or facilitating. Now it's going to be kind of different guys. They're going to look to kind of get you probably the ball with 8 seconds left in the shot clock. What's that dynamic going to be like, where it's kind of a new crop of playmakers when it counts?
Well, I mean, we can't forget about the other guys. Like Duncan is a really good shooter as well. I don't think with this team you don't have to be worried about who's going to take the shot at all. I don't really care either. So we're going to see how that's turning out. That's something that develops over the season too. When you have a good last shot. Zach was always famous for taking big shots because he made a lot of them in his Michigan career at a young age. So that's why he took a lot of shots in the last 8 seconds. So that's going to develop itself over the season.
How important is it personality-wise? And I mean, again, we're going back. We're talking about it last year. I mean, these guys, and the year before, Derek, Zach. Been around, you've been around. How important is it, I guess, personality of the team? I mean, it's changing, but to kind of get a grip on it now in practice, know who you guys are a little bit heading into the season.
I think our approach is a little different this year, just because there are so many question marks in terms of roles. Like last year, the rules was pretty much set going into the season, and this year there's so much to determine. So mentality is more to be defensively very, very solid, be disturbing at the ball, like don't give up easy buckets, and then rebound and see from what's going on from there. So I think it's our approach going into the season and develop the offense step for step. But that's how it is every year. But this year, you're right. We have a lot to determine, but so far I think we're doing a pretty good job with that.
Point guard, John says there's essentially a three-man battle for the point guard position. I guess what's your take on that? And going back to what Brennan said, you had been used to being with Derek for so long. I mean, now
You put me in an awkward position because that's not my decision to make. So I ain't gonna.
Well, not to say. I guess
Like I said,
when you look at it, what do you see?
it's very competitive. All three of them are very competitive. They three different type of players. Like Xavier, like Coach said yesterday, is very, very tough. Plays the hardest he can every possession, which is not always to his benefit because he comes in a situation where he's foul trouble. But Jerron is very competitive too. He's an absolute gamer, like he proved in Ohio. Obviously brings a lot of experience to the table, and he is a very, very smart player who can shoot the rock very, very well. So everyone has something else to him, and I think they're doing a lot of work. They're putting a lot of work in, and they're having a very, very competitive practice mindset. So we'll figure it out, and I'm not worried about that at all.
You got another competition behind.